Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Still going inside the 30.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt... his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to keep it here. Evades him at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Jalen Ramsey.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Here comes Webster. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Oh, and now some space to operate. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard.
Haskins will throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dwayne Haskins, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
It's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What
Maybe
was that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Rams have got it back.
The ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate.
Touchdown, LA! Malcolm Brown, 33 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. They're trying for Washington, but and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult, because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And one more time. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 9 yards there, a big one. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And this is incomplete.
On the keeper.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Haskins to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken.
This close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Loss on the sack.
Being chased out left. He's going to, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Jared Goff.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger looking sideline, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Roethlisberger will throw. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Jalen Ramsey.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Now it's Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Haskins to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC-NFC Pro Bowl. Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Well, get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
Pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl, offense. Let's go.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Short kick. One of the up middle taken. Now a hit and a loose football. Looking to go inside the 30. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about doing the practices,
the AFC offense set to take their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete.
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Koo for the extra point.
For the point after.
And it's good to make make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. An incredibly short and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
Recovered by the... NFC.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. An incredibly short loose football. He's past the 30. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
By the NFC.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not